So this happened just yesterday in our family, and it's something that's really going to be useful in your network marketing business if you want to know how to achieve consistent growth. It's a situation that's going to occur repeatedly. I know this from experience and from training many other network marketers in the field. This is a situation you'll face, and if you're not prepared for it, you're going to end up completely away from the action that you're supposed to be taking. You're going to be procrastinating, you're going to be frustrated, and over again you may find yourself making plan after plan after plan to little avail. So this is really going to help you if you're all in that situation now, and definitely it's going to occur to you in the future. So let me tell you this story about what happened to us yesterday.
So we don't want to waste the day today, do we? But Santa's coming about 5 o'clock tonight, so we've got to get for a walk somewhere called Sherwood Pines and get back in time for Santa. I reckon we can do it. I'm optimistic. What do you think? Maybe. Okay, well I guess we'll see. What's up with him? They're massive. Whose gloves are they? Why have you got them? In the cold, in the snow for years. Didn't even ask for it. Look, peeking out there, and someone's going to shoot you. And they're doing the same thing. Stuck out here, middle of nowhere, trying to fight someone else's war, eh? Awful, isn't it? Look at that.
So we decided that we're going to go to Sherwood Pines, and by that I mean my wife decided we're going to go to Sherwood Pines. It's where Sherwood Forest is. It's where Robin Hood used to hang out. It's really atmospheric this time of year, like mist, silence, animals. You can just be in the middle of nowhere, acres and acres of forest. You can just imagine Robin Hood kind of hiding out behind the trees hundreds of years ago. As very little has changed. It's like going back in time. On the same day though, Santa Claus visits our area twice a day. Once on Christmas Eve, obviously, but then also part of a charity bringing around on a sleigh, and there's lights and they give cars to the kids, so we definitely don't want to miss that. Want to be able to make that, but we also don't want to waste the day and just sit in all day. So can we make it to Sherwood Pines, do the walk that we usually do, and get back in time? I think we can, but then we hit a couple of little different snags while we're there with losing light, with a bit of ice, so we kind of got to go slower than we realised.
So they just gone to the bathroom, and we're going to have to make pretty quick tracks. I was kind of like, yeah, we might not make it, but I'm not quite sure now. Oh, they're here. They're shush. Hey, we're going to get back in the car then? Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm going to go bad dad if she's crying and Santa's not there, but hopefully we'll make it. Come on then.
So we try and get as quick as we can to come home and get home in time for Santa, and we just made it. We just made it home for Santa.
Hey.
And the reason we achieved that is because before we set off, we actually did something as a family that we don't usually do. Thank you, network marketing. We don't usually have time restraints. So what we decided was we're going to set a plan. There's many distractions at Sherwood Pines, right? There's a restaurant, there's parks, there's all sorts of things we can do. We knew if we want to get there, do the walk and get back, we couldn't do those things this particular day. So we set that plan, we stuck to it, even though we were kind of tempted to stray from it when we got there. Luckily we did, because we lost the light, ice was on the ground, so we were a lot slower than usual. Now here's my lesson and here's my point, and I hope telling it in this story will help it stick in your brain so you can go, ah yeah, I remember this. What's going to happen in your business is you're going to be tempted to stray from the plan, as we were. Now if I'd have strayed from that plan, if I'd have said, okay, let's go in the restaurant a bit longer, let's go in the park, we would have missed Santa. That would have been a very disappointing end to what started as a promising day. The same thing in your business. How many times have you made a plan, set an activity, set an action, and not followed through with it? Let me give you some common examples. For starters, if you're in a company that you feel is the company for you, Why are you always looking over at other companies and wondering if you'd be better off in them? You're neglecting paying attention to what you're doing yourself. The grass is greener where you water it, not on the other side of the fence. If you've made a decision that, for example, you don't want to be in the company you're in, why are you still pottering around and petering around in there? Why don't you go and join whatever you want to join and get moving forward? Stop moving like a crab, kind of like, left to right. You never go forward, right? All snappy, no action, right? So you want to move forward. You want to get some progress. If you've decided that you may have said to yourself, you know what, I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to use video as part of your way of building a business, right? But then you thought, oh man, it's a bit difficult to get in front of camera. Believe me, you should, in fact, I'll drop in a little sample of my first video. It's terrible.
Hello everyone, I'm Richard Matharoo and I'm helping people get out the rat race and help people to make money online.
You need to make a start, you need to follow through with what you're actually saying you're going to do. So many times you set a plan on Monday, and by Tuesday you're like, nah, maybe I'll do the busy work, maybe I'll do the easier stuff because I don't want to make a video. It's easier just to, mess up my social media account, put some other pictures on there, and that's really the work that needs to be done. You know you're kidding yourself. Come on, let's stick to it. So here's the underlying point. I want to see you win. Success requires bravery and it requires consistency. Requires consistency. So if you have a plan, if you know you're in the company you want to be in, if you made a decision that you're going to build with a particular method, if you set certain numbers or daily activities that you want to set, stick to that for at least 30 days before you reevaluate. Bruce Lee said, I don't fear the man who's practiced 1,000 kicks one time, I fear the man who's practiced one kick 1,000 times, meaning that they've mastered something. Same with you. Don't try 1,000 different things once and go, it's no good, it doesn't work. You're never going to actually understand why it doesn't work, why it does work, and follow through into what needs to be done. So get the blinkers on in your business. Make a decision what is important to you, what you want to build and how you want to build it, and stick to it for at least a month. And then evaluate, then we can make amendments. But you need to understand at least a part of the process before you start trying to change the puzzles. You're never going to actually see the picture you're trying to make. I hope you kind of grasp that from this story. So what I want you to take from this is, remember this story about how we would have missed out on something, Santa coming around, that happens once a year, if we'd have not stuck to our plan. Think about how many times you're not sticking to your plan and not getting the end result. You're not actually getting and seeing the benefit that you would do if you just stuck with it that little bit more stringently, if you just were a little bit more diligent with yourself and a bit stricter with yourself. I hope you take that message through. So go and create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses, and I will catch you on another training really soon.
Make it for Santa. Oh, now you're fast.